So I started using Moodle, and it turns out that it seems a lot less complicated than the Blackboard Learner does. But let me show you a couple things that you can do with this program. I kind of like it. You can go to, once you have your account set up, you can go to your courses, and it shows you a list of the courses right on the front in the admin panel, which is nice. So I faked this course here, which was kind of fun. I put a couple of things in there. Not too big a deal, but a lot of the good stuff shows up here in the site administration section. And it's actually pretty easy to add a new course. You just go in here, find the Manage Courses and Categories section. And to add a new course, it's as simple as clicking Create New Course. So you can see the photo basics is here, again, the one that I just kind of threw together. But to create a new course, you just hit this. And we'll create a course name, and we'll call it How to Take Care of Your Lawn. Okay, and we'll put in a short name. And I think the short name is just for the database and to help make the little path up here so you can type it in as you want to. And you can decide whether you want to show it or not. And in this case, we do want to show it. You can give a course start date, which is kind of nice. And you can put in a course number, Lawns 001. And you can go in here and you can put in whatever you want to put in for the summary. Okay, off it goes. Scroll down a little more. You can put in some files that are going to support you a little later. And you just click on this, or you can actually drag and drop right into that field if you want to. And it just so happens that I have a little grass image here. And we'll upload it. You notice you also have a bunch of things you can get from servers, from Wikimedia. There's several options there on where to get your media from. I usually like getting things right from my own computer. You have a bunch of options here, some choices you can make for the format. This is one of the things I like the most, is you can either have a weekly format or you can go with topics format. To me, I think the weekly format tends to be the standard linear type program. Topics format I generally think of as a little bit more towards constructivist work. I like that mostly, but there's all kinds of, a couple of different ways you can go about doing that. And again, there's more stuff in here, but I'm just trying to show some of the basics. Let's see, files and uploads. You can determine, based on your users, what the biggest size file is that they can upload at a particular time. And that's a good thing, because you don't necessarily want people to be bogging down your site with photos that are too big, or files that are too big that are just going to slow it down. I'll just make this 2 megabytes. That's pretty small. So what we'll do is we'll save and we'll return back to the main screen. And now here we are with the new course, How to Take Care of Your Lawn. We'll go back in there, and it just gives us, again, some of the basic information here on the side. Okay, and this is where you can start doing things with your course. So, for example, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find, let's see, where am I? Hang on one second. Let me go to courses. I'm in the wrong place. And we're going to go to How to Take Care of Your Lawn, which has that very brief summary that I put in there. Here we are in the courses, and you can see the topics are here. So again, you don't have to actually do it week by week necessarily. Turn the editing on here in the upper right. And then you can go in here and do all kinds of things. You can remove topics very quickly, or if you're in weeks mode, you can remove the weeks. So we'll just make this an 8-topic course. And we can start with the first topic, and we edit the topic. And we'll just say this first section. Oh, we don't want to use the default. We're going to say, I don't know, fertilizing your lawn. Now we'll type that right. And blah, blah, blah. Okay, lots of stuff. You can restrict access if you want to, but we're just going to save the changes here. And you can see now we have fertilizing your lawn as the title. There's the summary. And this is where we start adding activity or resource. And I like this layout a little bit because everything is contained within each particular section here. So we'll add an activity or resource, and you wind up with this option where you can add assignments. I don't know what big blue button is, but I'm sure it's an interesting thing to add. You can add all kinds of things here. If you're going to go sort of standard, you have a forum. Here's a great place to start where you can create a lesson. You can do quizzes. There's all kinds of things you can do here. Within the lesson itself, let's say we add one of those, it actually gives you instructions, or at least it lets you know what this is all about and what you can do with the lesson. For self-directed learning of a new topic, for scenarios or simultaneous decision-making exercises, that kind of stuff, we'll add the lesson. And we'll call this first lesson picking your equipment. And again, we'll just put a test description. And we can go in and how things appear here. You can have a progress bar, or you can have a display menu if you want. Lots of other options under here. You can deal with flow control. I'm not actually sure what that is. Oh, this looks like it's how the students actually are going to move through the lesson, how many attempts they can take perhaps to go through the lesson. Those kinds of things. You can deal with grades, again, deal with access, that sort of thing. So we're going to save and return to the course. And so there we have the lesson on picking your equipment.